uh, I'm here in United Arab Emirates. Welcome to my channel. Alam nyo guys, ang hirap ng buhay dito sa parte ng Middle East pag ikaw ay isang driver. Okay? Kasi hindi lahat ng driver dito maganda ang pamumuhay, guys. Sa totoo lang, akala nyo lang masaya, akala nyo lang maganda, pero may mga driver naman na na swerte sa mga amo, but most of the time nakakakuha kami ng amo na hindi maganda. So ito nga guys, as I have said, swertehan na lang din, swertehan na lang din ang makakakuha ng maganda-gandang amo. Ayan, tinitingnan ko kung anong magandang swertehan na lang din yung makakakuha ng maganda-gandang amo, guys. So ito nga guys, ang masasabi ko lang, no, dito kapag nakakuha ka ng amo na talagang mabait naman, hindi yung mabait lang kasi worker ka nya, driver ka nya, whatsoever. Dito mangilan-ngilan lang ang mga driver na nakakakuha ng maganda-gandang amo. So I do not understand why some of the sponsor here in Middle East, some of them, like let's say 87.89% of the sponsor here in UAE, if they take a driver, they always tell, if they interview the driver, they always say, we need a driver. But of course some people will apply like, okay, private driver like this. Afterwards, I tell you, the driver will become the housemaid already. They will clean the outside of the house. They will make garden. They will take care of the babies. This is not the job of the driver actually, you know. But some of the sponsor is like this. They do not follow the rules. They do not follow their laws. Some of it. I did not say all. Okay, some of it. If you are so lucky, and you get a good sponsor, I will tell you, they will give you foods. So many drivers, they don't have foods, especially this if the madam where or the family they will go to like long distance driving, Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Sharjah, and etc. In I don't know where they want to go like this, you know guys. All the drivers, they don't have this food allowance, you know. They don't give food allowance. If you are lucky, your sponsor will give you foods. But if you are unlucky, unfortunate, you will die. You will die waiting for your salary and feed and buy food for yourself, you know. And some other sponsor, they think that the salary that they give is so expensive already. They think driver is so expensive. If you think that the driver, hello madam and sir, if you think that the driver is so expensive, so why you take driver in the first place? And besides, you interview the driver that you need a driver to drive for you, to drive for your children like this, not to clean your house, not to ironing your things. A lot of drivers actually doing housemaid work. And then when they have this radar, because the body is very tired, and have this kind of radar, the driver will pay the radar, the accident will pay the radar. And then you will think that the driver have too much salary. I don't think so. So if you need a housemaid, if you need a housemaid, you must tell properly that the person who apply in front of you is driver. You tell them properly that you need also a housemaid, because this is separately. If you need a driver and if you need a housemaid, manage your time. Take another housemaid for your house, because the driver cannot do multitasking. Because if they do multitasking means like they have so many works rather than your housemates. That would be a big problem. That is in the law of your UAE. You know already what's inside the contract. You know, you cannot push until the bottom that this driver will make house cleaning. No, it's not. It's not. That's the reason why a lot of drivers, you can check it in the man ministry, a lot of drivers complaining regarding about their work, because from the very first place they apply as a driver, not a housemaid. Because some sponsor, they will post there in the, or they were looking like in the agency for a driver. We need a driver like this, like that. But at the end of the day, they will become the housemaid. They will clean the garden. They will brush the outside. This is not the work of the driver. This is not the work of the driver, really. So uh, not some, like 87% of all the drivers here in the Middle East, the UAE, keep on complaining because there are some, or like there are a lot of sponsors do not understand the work of a driver. Once the physical body is very tired because they clean, they iron, every sponsor they want lady driver. Why they look for the lady driver? Because a lady driver can work inside and outside of the house. That's the reason why. But in reality, if you're going to think of it, the proper way of handling the driver, it should be the driver only, because these people apply for a driver. The people, lady driver, they apply only for driving, not for the housemaid. Because if you need housemaid in the very first place, you should tell them. you know some other sponsor, they lied. They lied. Yes, they really lied to the lady driver. Once that the lady driver have this visa, working visa already from the sponsor, after 2 to 3 months, believe me, voila, they will come and clean the house already. They will iron the clothes, they will wash the clothes, they will clean inside the house, they will clean outside the house. That is the reason why a lot of drivers keep complaining, and then later they don't want to continue the contract. This is, this is the improper way of handling your driver. If you need a driver, just drive only. Wherever you go, they can drive. But but the problem with this, in me myself, I encounter a lot of sponsor like this. If they have the driver, wala, I tell you, all of them don't know how to bring their bag along. They will become so lazy, really. And also the housemate, they will come also so lazy. Why? Because there's a driver to clean the house, and the housemate will just go for nothing. Cleaning is for the housemate. Driving is for the driver. I do not understand why they, some, okay, I did not say all, some, but majority of the local people, majority, if they hiring for a lady driver, expect the unexpected things. They will make the lady driver as housekeeper, housemaid, and then later they will complain in the man ministry, and then later the sponsor will get angry and they will like turn the table upside down, like it's the fault of the driver, like this, blah blah blah, blah. I encounter it myself, so I understand all the drivers, the all the drivers problem, because I'm also part of it. I encounter it and myself early in the morning, like your madam asking you why you did not clean in the outside. She already forgot. She already forgot. That I have the license. I apply as a driver, as a private driver, not a cleaner. So it should be the different way. Like if you have salary for driving, you should have salary for cleaning. But the problem is they don't give. Majority of the driver here in UAE, they don't receive free food, free allowance. What else? Even water. Sometimes we buy our own water. Sometimes we drink water from the outside of the house. We go outside and find water outside the house. This is the scenario of the lady driver. So that is the reason why a lot of lady driver don't want to work as a lady driver anymore. They like they buy visa, their own visa, self visa, you know, because a lot like majority of the sponsors is like this. That's the problem. So I encounter a lot of family drivers. They choose to cancel the paper. They choose to complain in the man ministry. That's the problem here. What can I say? I have this one sponsor. I talk to this one sponsor. I tell them, Madam, this is the rules and regulations. You cannot tell your driver to clean outside. You know what she said? You know what she said to me? Their law is not good. Their law, she said like this: our law is not good for us. It's only good for you, for all of you. It's good for all of us, for all of us drivers, but somehow, somehow, sometimes, sometimes we don't get the right justice. Sometimes, I did not say all. It really breaks my heart because I encounter a lot of sponsors like this. The hardship of the driver is very, very crucial. A driver is holding this. If the physical body is very tired of cleaning outside, cleaning the house, ironing the clothes, it will cause an accident outside. The driver will die, the passenger will die also. They do not understand this. They want like, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this. They don't think. They said like this. One of the madam like this, I talk like this, and she said, our law, she said, she's a local. She said, our law is not good for us. She's a local. It's not good. Well, sometimes I cried because of stress and anxiety, because driving is not easy. Because we drive, we clean, when everything like this, it's really hard. they think it's not hard. It's hard. It's hard. It's really hard to communicate with them, especially when it comes to works. The salary of they start the salary here is 25 dirham, 2,500 dirham, but they think 2,500 dirham is too much already. That is the reason why they don't give food, they don't give water, they don't give medical expenses like this. And they go dawar anywhere, they don't give something for you to eat. Go and find yourself something to eat. It's on your pocket, but you have to wait like every end of the month, every end of the month for the salary. When it comes to the salary, you have to remind them also that, Madam, today is the salary, today is day like this. It's really hard. It's not easy working here in the Middle East as a driver. All the Filipino, they think they will come here and they will come here, or they think that we have a good life like this. They don't know we are fighting for our lives to make it work. It's it's kind of heartbreaking because it takes me as a driver, it takes a lot of courage to fight for our lives, to how we survive, how we, because we have to wait our salary every end of the month, every end of the month, you know, and then we go for like credit here, credit there, that is the reason why a lot of Filipino, or a lot of, not only Filipino, not only Filipino worker, even Indonesian, Pakistani, everything, it's really hard for us also to manage our salary, because sometimes you need to remind your sponsor, today is our, and then later they, inshallah bukra, inshallah, like this. How we survive? It's not, our salary is not 15 and 30 of the month, but we wait until the 30 of the month. When it comes to 30 of the month, you need to remind them, and they will tell them, they will only tell you like, inshallah bukra, inshallah bukra, inshallah bukra. But when it comes to work, wala, yeah, they every time tell, why you did not clean this, why you did not clean, they always remember. But when it comes to salary, they don't remember. This is the hard working things here in Middle East. So, well, I do not understand why some other people like this, but the majority of the local families like this, we do not understand. Wala. In my heart, I really want to work, but that is the reason why a lot of the domestic workers, or like the foreigner coming here and working, a lot of people, like, they want to commit suicide, they want to die already, because they don't know how to process things, they don't know how to, to how they can fight to survive for this salary. It's not the same in the Philippines. We get the salary is like every 15 of the month, and then every 30 of the month, 15/30. But here we have to wait until 30, and when it comes to 30, we can hear inshallah bukra, inshallah bukra, inshallah. This is the problem. And then later they will go somewhere, like they will go to what do you call this one, they will go Dubai, they will go um anywhere they want to go, and then after that you have to wait for like 4 hours, 5 hours, or 6 hours like this. And you are very hungry already, they don't care if you eat or not. Some other sponsors like this, they don't care if the driver eat already or not, because they don't give allowance to the driver. It's up to you to find your own thing, you find your own food way to eat, to survive. So problem is, every time the salary comes, we have to send money from our to our family, and nothing will, you know, nothing in our pocket anymore, because the commodities in the Philippines, like the basic needs in the Philippines, is too expensive also. That's the problem. So I don't know, inshallah will give, you know, I will have this good sponsor later, I don't know, inshallah. Well, this is the problem of the some sponsor like this, that's the problem. I really want to, it's really hard. I really want to change my career. I really want to change job, because I cannot find a sponsor who is good to the driver. It's really hard to find.